So luckily, Super Tuesday was not all bad, and one of the more significant moments of the night was that Nancy Pelosi is now set to face her first ever far-left challenger in the general election. And so I talked about this in the previous video, but just shortly. So the way that California does their primaries is they call them jungle primaries, where like everyone participates in them together, Republicans and Democrats, and then whoever the top two people that get the most votes are, they move on to the general election. And which might seem kind of weird. So you could have two Democrats or two Republicans in the general election competing against each other. And that is what happened in Nancy Pelosi's district. It was Nancy Pelosi got, I believe, 70% of the vote, so definitely ran away with it. But then in second place, we had, and I'm going to butcher his name, but Shahid Buttar, I think is his name, and he got 10% of the vote. And he is advancing to the general election. And that is really cool. This is the first time that Nancy Pelosi has faced a left-wing challenger, in my opinion. She's been in Congress for about 30 years. This will be the first time someone has challenged her from her left, and this is a really good thing. This is a positive thing for the progressive movement. How cool would it be if we have another AOC style upset where this far left candidate comes and can displace this establishment Democrat who has really lost their way. It is an exciting thing. Like he did not do the best. I mean, it's not like it was like, oh, she got 35, he got 30% of the vote. She got 70%, he got 10%. That's not the best performance, but he's gonna be there. He is gonna be in the general election. That is really exciting. I'm gonna finish off this video with his campaign, with an ad from his campaign. And if you guys like what you see in the ad, make sure to follow him on social media. If you have the means, donate to his campaign. Retweet his stuff. Like him on Facebook if he has Facebook. Just do whatever you can to help this guy, because he is important. He is a very important person, and I really hope that he wins in November. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and yeah, let's check out his ad.
In 2020, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi faces a challenger of her own.
Shahid Buttar announced his plans to unseat the California Congresswoman. He plans to challenge Pelosi.
A constitutional attorney who works at the Electronic Frontier Foundation, a grassroots activist, an artist, and candidate challenging Nancy Pelosi in the Democratic primary, Shahid Buttar.
Not only does he support Medicare for all, but he also wants to cut military spending.
With the congressional candidate trying to end the way too long rule of corporate queen Nancy Pelosi.
I'm not a big fan of Medicare for all.
And she's not representing us. She's not. She's representing her interests.
She needs to retire. She does.
If Hillary Clinton had won, I was ready to go home.
She's out of touch with what's really happening.
Shahid is authentic, and he cares about people.
He will stand up against police brutality.
And his fusion of a socialist commitment to justice for everybody is exactly the synthesis that we need right now.
He's tireless, brilliant, fearless, and watch out. He's going to surprise a lot of people in this race.
He understands average, everyday people.
The most effective way to reach somebody is face to face.
We need change in 2020. So just so everybody understands, we're not just taking on the Republican Party in Washington, D.C. and the establishment Republicans. We're also taking on the establishment Democrats. And I'm not playing about this. I'm not playing about this. We're going to fight. We're going to fight.
He cares about taking care of everybody, making everybody equal.
An end of the surveillance state, an end of military spending.
We need a representative that really represents San Francisco's values.